hike today. I know y'all tired of me bringing you to the same place, but you'll see other places eventually, child. I've been working all day and I'm like, bitch, it's time to treat myself. So here I am, I'm outside getting some sun. Yay! Alright, that's enough. It feels so good to come outside in nature. I hope you guys go outside today. It's beautiful. I did want to have a little chit chat with y'all. What was I thinking about talking about? Shit, I forgot. Oh, so I've been thinking a lot about healing, but not just healing when things are done to you, but healing when you're the person doing the things to other people. I feel like, wow, this view is beautiful. But I feel like no one's perfect. We all have projected some way, somehow, because we're all healing and we're all growing from something. Well, most of us. I had to come to a lot of realizations that I was projecting onto people, especially when I was more insecure. Even though it wasn't anything huge, it still might have made the person feel a certain way at the time. Even if you have done something to someone that's considered like, you know, bad or something major, you can also heal from that. I've been working on healing myself and forgiving myself, and I never really realized it or thought about it until recently. That's why I'm having this conversation with you guys now. And let me know what you think. Like, people who watch this, are those eggs? Oh shit, I think that's an egg, bro. That's definitely an egg. Let me show y'all. That's an egg. The more and more I learn about myself and heal the parts of myself that is hurting still, I realize more and more how I've projected onto people or how I've hurt people because I was hurt. So even though it wasn't like major things, the fact that I might have hurt someone or made them feel a certain kind of way in the moment, that made me feel a certain way. And I was kind of holding it against myself. Now, since the new moon, I've been working on forgiving myself and forgiving others. The first thing with forgiving myself is healing from the ways I may have hurt other people. I'm sure there's people going through the same thing. I'm sure there's people just holding grudges with themselves, you know? So that's not healthy, and it's time to let go of that. So the first thing I did was recognize where this hurt was within myself that caused me to take it out on other people. So one of my things was my insecurities, my feelings of inadequacy, not enoughness. Analyzing yourself and really confronting the fact that because you're not whole, because you have issues with yourself, because you are struggling internally, you're taking it out on other people. Discovering where that comes from and taking strides to work on it. You don't have to figure it all out You know, you don't have to try to figure everything out all in one seating. Just try to work on it little by little. So I went on kind of like a apologizing spree, or a communication spree. I was communicating openly with people, just letting people know how I felt and communicating how they could have harmed me or hurt me so that I can heal those parts of myself. And then I also communicated with people that I feel like I hurt, and I was just having an open conversation with them so they could understand where I was coming from, why I was hurting, and how I could have projected it onto them, and letting them know that I was sorry. Like my mom, I definitely projected onto my mother. There were moments when I was feeling just not okay. There was moments where I was not okay, and my mother would ask me like simple questions, or we would just have like very simple conversations or anything like that, and I would take it out on her. I would snap at her and all those other things. So recently on my journey, I came across the concept that some of our actions don't stem from us and our true selves. They stem from the part of ourselves that have been influenced from our outside environments. Sometimes our actions and things that we say stem from the lower vibrational part of ourselves, the part that's negative, or the part that has all the things that were inherited from your outside environment. That's not your true self. Those are just things that you believed about yourself, or you believed to be true because of what people told you, because of how people acted towards you, because of how you were treated. One of the most important steps to healing is understanding that what you didn't come from your true self. Now the journey begins for you to find your true self, for you to get more in tune with who you are. Just realize that just because you did it doesn't mean that you did it on purpose. It doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. That just means that you have a journey to go on. So reach out to the person. Let them know that you apologize and you're healing. You don't have to do no explanation or anything, but that might make you feel better and take some weight off of your shoulders because you apologized, even though you might not know fully why you've hurt the person. But if you understand that that came from an unhealed place, if you understand that that might have been projection, or if you understand that that person that did that action wasn't necessarily you, then reach out to the person and go on your healing journey. Oh, how do I get out of here? keeping in mind that you aren't perfect and that you have the ability to hurt people and to project onto people actually helps you keep your senses alert to instances where you could project in the future. You kind of like feel it. You know when something isn't right, or when something isn't necessarily you, or you know. Once you become aware of it, you know. So that helps prevent you from doing it in the future. All in all, if you've hurt someone and you've learned your lesson and you're working on healing, don't hold grudges against yourself. Don't keep punishing yourself, because you're healing, you're learning. You did things with the information that you had at the time, with the knowledge of self that you had at the time. So forgive yourself and move forward. You are worthy of living a happy and loving life if you allow yourself to. I'm gonna watch the sunset now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.